Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't let go? Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe they betrayed your trust. Maybe they walked away without an apology, without closure. And even though it's been weeks or years, the pain still visits you in quiet moments, in dreams, the way you flinch when someone gets too close. You've tried to move on. You've read the books. You've told yourself, I'm over it. But deep inside, a part of you still hurts, still waits, still holds on to anger, to grief, to justice that never came. So why are you still suffering? Is it because of what they did? Or could it be because of something you're still carrying? Over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha spoke a single sentence, one that may explain your suffering better than anything else. A line that reveals the real reason we stay stuck in pain and the path to finally letting it go. Are you ready to hear it? Let's begin. The Buddha's line that explains it all. There is a line, it's just a few words, spoken by the Buddha more than 2 millennia ago. It's not complex, it's not poetic, but it is devastatingly true. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Let that sink in for a moment. Drinking poison and waiting for them to suffer. How often do we do this? We think our anger punishes them, that our silence, our bitterness, our cold walls are somehow justice. But in reality, they may have moved on. They may not even remember what they did. And yet, we are the ones still suffering, nursing the pain, feeding the fire, carrying the weight they left behind. The poison runs through our thoughts. It burns in our nervous system. It tightens our chest and shortens our breath. And worst of all, it begins to rewrite who we think we are. We become the hurt one, the betrayed, the one who never got closure. And so the pain doesn't just live in our memory, it becomes our identity. But here's the truth hidden in the Buddha's line. You don't have to wait for them to feel it. You don't need their apology. You can choose today to stop drinking the poison. This is not about forgetting. It's not even about forgiving them right away. It's about freeing yourself. Because the longer you hold it, the longer it holds you. Why letting go is so hard? Letting go sounds simple. We all say we want peace. We say I'm done. I don't care anymore. It's in the past. But deep inside, something still clings. Oh. And no matter how many times we try to release it, it returns. Why? Because pain over time becomes familiar, even comfortable. It becomes part of our inner dialogue. I was wronged. No one understands me. I'll never let that happen again. These thoughts become like armor, protecting us from vulnerability, but also shielding us from growth, intimacy, and joy. From the Buddhist perspective, this is called attachment to identity. We don't just hold on to the memory. We hold on to the self that the pain created. We become the story. And if we let go of that pain, who are we then? It can feel like losing a piece of ourselves, like giving power back to the person who hurt us. But here's the paradox. The longer you grip the pain, the more control it has over your present moment. Letting go isn't giving power to them. It's reclaiming power for yourself. Sometimes we don't let go because we're waiting for justice, for closure, for the other person to suffer or say sorry. But often, that never comes. And in the meantime, we suffer twice. Once from what happened, and again from refusing to release it. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about remembering who you are without the pain, who you could be if you were no longer bound to that version of the past. How pain repeats itself without you realizing. Here's the hard truth. If we don't consciously heal our pain, we unconsciously relive it over and over and over again. It's not because we're weak, not because we want to suffer, because the body, the mind, and especially the soul remembers. Have you ever noticed that you attract the same kind of partner? Someone emotionally unavailable, controlling, or distant. You find yourself in the same conflict, with different people and different jobs, but the same pain? Or your body carries constant fatigue, anxiety, or tension without any clear cause. That's not just coincidence. That's repetition of unhealed energy. In Buddhism, this is called karma. Not punishment, but pattern. Karma isn't what goes around comes around. It's what you haven't resolved will keep returning till you learn the lesson, make a new choice, and finally let go. Pain wants your attention. That's why it returns, not to hurt you, but to wake you. Every loop is a mirror, showing you the very place where your soul still holds tight. To anger, to fear, to betrayal, to the part of your story that was never allowed to end. The good news? You don't need to solve the whole pattern today. You only need to become aware of it, because awareness is the beginning of freedom. The first step to letting go. What the Buddha actually taught. So how do we actually begin to let go? If anger is like poison, then forgiveness is not for the other person. It's the antidote for your own soul. But forgiveness is not always instant. It doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean saying it was okay. And it certainly doesn't mean staying silent in the face of harm. The Buddha didn't ask us to pretend we weren't hurt. He asked us to be so awake, we stop carrying the pain any further. The first step, metta, loving kindness. It's not towards the person who hurt you, not yet, but towards yourself, because often the deepest suffering isn't the original wound. It's the way we've punished ourselves since, judge ourselves for still feeling hurt. We suppress emotions. We say, I should be over this. I'm weak, what's wrong with me? And in doing so, we push the pain deeper. But imagine this instead. You sit quietly, you place your hand over your heart, and you say, even silently, may I be free from this pain. May I be kind to my own heart. May I find peace, even if they never say sorry. That is the first true letting go. Not because the past changed, but because you decided not to carry it forward. A gentle practice for letting go and inner healing. Sometimes understanding the pain isn't enough. Need a way to move it, through the body, through breath, through intention. Here is a simple, powerful practice you can try. Anytime your heart feels heavy, Step 1. Sit in stillness and notice close your eyes. Take a deep, grounding breath. Let yourself feel whatever is there. Anger, grief, tightness, resentment. Don't push it away. Just observe. What am I truly feeling right now? Step 2. Name the root. Now gently ask yourself, what is this pain really about? Where did it begin? Name it without judgment. Was it betrayal, rejection, abandonment? Sometimes naming it is already a form of release. Step 3. Feel it in the body. Bring your attention to your body. Where is this emotion living? In your chest, your stomach, your throat? Breathe into that space as if you're cradling it with compassion. Step 4. Send healing light as you breathe. Imagine a soft golden light flowing into that space. With every inhale, invite peace. Every exhale, let go. Little by little of what no longer serves you. Say silently, I release this. I choose peace. This pain does not define me anymore. Step 5. Give it back to the universe when you're ready. Imagine gently releasing that emotion into the sky, the earth, or the universe. Not to ignore it, but to stop carrying it. You don't need to hold this pain in your heart any longer. Bonus ritual, the letter you never send. If the emotion still lingers, take a pen and write. Everything you wanted to say. Everything you were never allowed to express. Don't hold back. When you're done, burn the letter safely with intention. As the smoke rises, let it be a symbol. You are no longer bound to what happened. You are free. Healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as a breath, as soft as a moment of stillness, sacred as choosing peace. Again and again. If you're still suffering, it doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're weak. It simply means there's still something inside you that wants to be seen, to be heard, to be held. The Buddha didn't teach us to suppress pain, taught us to understand it so we could finally let it go. And maybe, just maybe, this is the moment your soul has been waiting for. The moment you stop drinking the poison, the moment you stop asking them to change, the moment you begin choosing your peace over your past. So breathe. Forgive yourself for not healing faster. Honor the part of you that survived. And remember, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means you're ready to stop hurting. And you are ready, more than you know. This message touched your heart. If you felt something shift, something soften, don't let it end here. Subscribe to Satori Nest for more wisdom, guided healing, and spiritual truth, where ancient teachings meet the wounds of our modern hearts.